Good morning. It's Saturday and it's the 10th of May. I'm going out for the day with my middle daughter Charlie, and I thought I would take you along with me because this would make a really good vlog for next Saturday. This Saturday's one is last weekend, which was Wales. You can see how this is working. I've just got ready and I've packed my bag, which actually was a bit of a mission, but is done now because a bag I pack for ballooning is definitely not a bag I'm going to carry around London for the day. So that's now done. Bag is now sorted. I need to have a very quick bite of breakfast. I need to do that. And I've just been sorting out a project, and I really wanted to take a vanilla sock with me because I only want something tiny and I don't want anything complicated because I might knit on the train, I might not, I don't always. Sometimes I just want to gaze out of the window and just watch the scenery go by. And I had in my mind, I've got a stripy sock that's in Lonely Knitter yarn in my whip box that we were talking about in the podcast, which I want to swap around because it'd be so much easier if I could get to it in the lounge than in there. So, and I don't need the stuff that's in the lounge as often, so it would make sense to swap those around. However, so I thought, well, I'll have one go at seeing if I can spot this project, and if I can't, then I'll either cast on something new, any excuse, or I will try and make one of my current projects work. And all of my current projects, if you would have seen the podcast tomorrow, are kind of tricky stage, except for my vest, which is just round and round helical knitting, but that's huge and I don't want to take something that big with me. So I had a dive into my whip box and I did manage to come out with a vanilla sock. It wasn't the one I wanted, but these are my Tate socks, which is a yarn that Felt Fusion did for the Flower Power Fund a few years ago. And they've just been sitting on my needles. Primarily, the first time they just sat on my needles was because they were on really bad needles, and it made me not want to knit them. And then I've obviously at some point fixed that problem, and it's magic loop. It's not two circulars, but I've obviously done that, and I've done the heel. I need one more row on the heel flap, and then that will be done. So anyway, perfect. Long story short, too late. These would be perfect to take with me. So I've grabbed them out of the bag they were in. They were in this bag, which is a higher bag, but it's got a really solid bottom. So it's not squidgy to go into my bag. And I wanted something squidgy. And this, I mean, this has got to be a Sherry Iris at some point. This has got to have been a Sherry Iris bag, I think. So I'm going to pop this into here. I've already got the yarn in at the bottom. I've got some stitch markers, and I don't know if I've got a progress keeper in there. Is there a progress keeper in there? And I've got some stitch markers if I can work out how to open it. No, I haven't. I might throw a progress keeper on it. Oh, do you know what? If anybody remembers where these were on the podcast, then I'll just go, it's from about there. So I'm just going to take those with me. It's annoying me, I haven't actually got a progress keeper to hand. I've already got hand cream in my bag. I don't need hand cream. Oh, what are these? Is one of these a progress keeper? No, they're all rings. This is my little throw it in here and deal with it later bag that lives on my desk. Apparently I did not throw in a progress keeper. Hold on, let me go get one. Nope, you are not a progress keeper. suffering from a lack of progress keepers. I've got loads of stitch markers, but no progress keepers. So I've got the eye I saw on. That can go on there. It kind of matches. There we go. Right, so that can go in there, and then that can go in my bag. And that's done. I want to just grab a quick yoghurt for breakfast, and then I'm going to do my journals until Charlie gets here. She's due at 11 and it's 10:30 now, so I've got half an hour. But yeah, all sorted. So I'm videoing Charlie's reflection because if I turn around you can't see her, bizarrely. But she needs to get something from her friend, and they haven't arranged this at all. But she's just checked and her friend is just driving past as she checked. So she's just standing there waiting for her to arrive so she can flag her down. I think she's got her sunglasses. She's going to grab her sunglasses. There we go. How funny is that? And in a... hold on. And in a change of plan, what we wanted to do today isn't actually open. So luckily we checked first. So we're going to go antique shopping, second-hand shopping. Instead, we're going to head to Sevenoaks, I think, which sounds like fun. And yeah, we're going to do that. So yeah, like I said, you can't see her that way. So yeah, we're going to do that. So I have got my knitting, and I am going to knit on my socks whilst we drive there, because it's a little drive. So we're just going charity shopping on Sevenoaks High Street, and I keep wandering so that I'm next to the crossing, which is not good. I keep accidentally stopping traffic. Only £500. Love it. This loo is really cute. Can't really get away far enough. But yeah, it's really cute. Well, that didn't quite go as planned, but I hope you've enjoyed a quick look around Sevenoaks. So I think what I'm going to do is put tomorrow, get some footage tomorrow of us sorting out the pink room and add that onto this, because I don't think it's very long. But I always say that, and then when I edit it, it's like hours long. But yeah, so that's it for today. I'm going to settle and catch up my journals, and then I don't really know what I'm going to do. Tidy up a bit, knit something. Good morning. So it's Sunday, it's the 11th of May, and I'm going to go upstairs now and start on that pink room. I'm not going to record the whole thing because I think that would be extremely boring, but I'm going to try. I'd like to try and do hourly check-ins, progress check-ins, but whether I remember to or not, I'm going to try and set my watch for an hour. But it doesn't always work because sometimes I lean on the button and it cancels it. So we'll try, see how it goes. But it's a glorious day here today. It's a shame to be stuck inside, but the problem is if you don't get on with these things, you're never going to get them done. So, time to start. We have a plan, which is always good. Ian's going to help, hopefully. Right, I will see you later. So, this is what we're tackling. Hello, cat. Of course there's a cat in here. So we're just going to go through this. Some of these are empty boxes, so we can just pack them with the stuff that's around. Things like this, I'm really not sure what we're going to do with. That's actually the kitchen telly, so I know exactly where that can go. That can go to the kitchen. But yeah, don't know what we're going to do with some of this. But right, I do know that if I don't crack on with it, it won't get done. Okay, so this is the first hour check-in. You can see a little bit more floor. It's getting there. It is getting there. However, of course, there's loads of stuff on the landing, and then this room looks like a bomb's dropped because that's where it's all gone to. But these are all like clothing bags I need to sort out. Stuff on the bed is coming back in here, so obviously that had to come out to go back in. And then that's some of that is actually storage for in here, but will look neater once the clothes have gone away. But yeah, we're kind of getting there, slowly but surely. So here we go, hour 2 check-in. We are there. That's about to go downstairs. That's staying up here for the moment. That we're deciding whether to use as a cat bed. That's going downstairs. That's staying up here for the moment. And Ian's going to go and get some paint and going to decorate it. So, and I'm about to start sorting that lot out because that needs to be done. But yeah, empty room. Let's go and sort out the other rooms now. So I probably need to do a before and after in here now, don't I? So this is the before, and then we'll see how we get on with the after, because I'm going to crack on with it. What I'm actually going to do is there's a cat on the bed, I'm going to sit and do some knitting for 10 minutes and have a break. Then I'm going to go and do something there and then keep doing that until I've had enough. I've absolutely mucked up and forgotten to put the slow cooked dinner on, so I do need to save some energy tonight to actually cook dinner because I've forgotten to do that, so that's not helpful. But yeah, I'm going to do some knitting. I'm doing my Lilybet socks. I'll do that, and then I'm going to just sit for a minute, and then I'll crack on next door.